Hello, hello. I finally made it to the Become Your Magic Power Hour. We normally go live every Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. I decided that on Fridays I may do a late night type of celebration just because it's Fridays. And on Fridays, people are more reserved, more willing to just have just a regular laid back conversations. And so Fridays will be more of a simple, how was your week? I mean, how are you going? Something to laugh about. So the guys are gonna come on. I'm gonna be accompanied by Chef Ron and my little brother Diamond. So I don't know where our topic will go for today, but I do know I didn't want the Friday to come and go without me going live and in and out our power hour, right? For those of you that are joining in for the first time ever, I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. The Become Your Magic Power Hour is about us finding all the abracadabra moments that lead us to that dream of ours, making it a reality. And so it's about us celebrating, us recognize it's how we show up that dictates what you're doing. Star, actually, let me send you a link. You want to come on with us? Hold on. I'm gonna send it to Messenger. Give me some time. Send. Okay. Okay, Star. I sent you a link to invite you on. If you want to join the conversation, hit the link. Doesn't matter where you are, it's Friday. And so, yeah, it's about us talking about how our day went, how our week went. Fridays are normally the day that we look forward to. Fridays are normally the day that we celebrate in. Fridays are normally the day that we say Friday, that we are so excited about it. So I wanted to make Fridays more fun. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's going to be serious. It's going to be power up. It's going to get you the energy to get into your Friday. But Fridays is about us having a real conversation whenever these fellas come up here. Let me see. Hold on. Rondell and Diamond. Rondell? Diamond? Who you got there? All right. So they're coming. You know how that goes. Okay. What you had? It's the way you said Diamond's name for me. Ah, brother Diamond. That's what when I said it when I said it today, I cracked up. I said, so we're gonna have Chef Ron and Brother Diamond, and we already know that their perspectives. I think that we need male perspective when we having some conversation. So this is the time to think of whatever it is you want to think of. Brother Diamond is what, 27 now? Yes, Brother Diamond is 27. Chef Ron is now 41. And so if there are some questions that you have for the male species, now is the time to think them up so that we could be sure to put them in. Oh, shoot. I forgot about Essence. Let me get this done. And share, share, share. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Done. Sorry for the sidetrack. But again, we know that becoming your magic is really about recognizing what is it that makes me magical? What is it that makes me powerful? What are the things that ignite all of the moments that get me to my victory? Where are the places that I am stuck at? That's why I said it's a good time to take this opportunity to have any questions you want. Hold on. Every day is a day for us to really think about how we can add more fun in our lives. So, what do you have planned for the holidays? This is the pandemic. It is super hard to experience and get a new norm. And so now we're in the time frame right now where, we have to have smaller crowds. And so it's quality over quantity. And so how are you adjusting to this first Thanksgiving where it may not consist of everybody in the same room? I'm loving the idea of doing a virtual Thanksgiving. I'm thinking about putting one together for Thanksgiving Day where we set up the Zoom camera. And if you're interested in being a part, we can send a link out to everybody that are at different places, and we can have a real Thanksgiving where everybody is eating together and speaking together and sharing amongst one another what they're grateful for. Because if we can find reasons to find things to be thankful for in this season, then oh my God, what a difference we can make. What a way to make room for what's to come. Because gratefulness breeds room for more things, right? Because it just is what it is. And so maybe that's something that I can put together. I think that'll be easy, fun. It'll take no time to do. Send out a link, right? Like this link right here out. And then no matter where you are, we can have Thanksgiving together. And then we can come on and wish Facebook happy holidays, wish our friends and family a happy holidays, but really take the time to focus on what we are grateful for. Take the time to focus on being family. Take the time to focus on the quality time that we are gaining in this season. Taking time to be grateful for who's still here. What the roof that we have over our head, because it's hard. There are so many people who lost their homes in this season, who lost their their footing, their grounding, who don't know what's next. And so just to take heed and really celebrate just where we are. Doesn't matter how imperfect the moment is, it's just the fact that you make the moment perfect. And so, yes, I was looking for you guys so we could have I said that we have no topic for today. It is going to be straight open conversation, so we can just throw anything out there.
You talk about strip clubs?
You can talk about strip clubs. What kind of questions are you?
Taking a significant hit for Corona.
What?
It's taking a significant hit during coronavirus.
So Rondell wants to say how the strip club is taking a significant hit during coronavirus.
All exotic entertainers.
We see how now is the season for us to focus on the right things right now in this world. We need to stay focused. So, those other places, those distractions, I'm glad you brought that up. Strip club is nothing more than a distraction. But yeah, I mean, that's how.
It's exotic dances. I'm doing a GoFundMe for the victims of the corona outbreak. Yeah.
All right, come on up here, babe.
Okay.
I got it at a nice angle where we all can find a spot on the bed.
Ooh, wait.
I don't know where Diamond is. Where's Diamond at right now? He hasn't found his way up here.
My head looking like NBA YoungBoy.
So anyway, hey, Aunt Karen, what you saying over here? Oh, I'm coming in. Let me get down my baby hairs. I said start a link. I said if she want to come in with us, she's gonna let her lay down her baby hairs. I said Diamond is somewhere out there. But anyway, what do we want to talk about today? Think of a serious topic that we can think about right now with the pandemic. What do you think you want to talk about? And it can be fun. It don't have to be serious. We can have fun. Just any conversation, any topic. Just throw it out there. And we're going to give our perspective.
Why do women cheat on their husbands?
Why do women cheat on their husband? Can't speak from my actual personal thing, but I would say.
Oh, good answer.
Right. I can't speak from personal behavior, but I can only imagine that somebody is not feeling heard, seen, or desired, because women are more mental than we are physical. And so somewhere along the line, the mental got lost and somebody mentally stimulated. Huh?
Is it mental or physical for women?
Well, I think it starts mental for women and it becomes physical because.
Or can it start physical and become mental?
It can too.
I think it starts physical.
But I think mentally, if you're talking from a perspective of relationship, I would have to say that the mental breakdown came first, because before you can even see people in their eye and become physical and start to even imagine that thing, I think you got distracted mentally somewhere along the line. So a mental distraction came before the physical manifested, because it starts in your mind. It's faith into works. That's everything we do. So you had to think about being in that moment before it was okay for you. So it does. It started in your mind. You had to be there partially to actually be there physically. Everything is mental. You had to walk up the steps. You had to get into the room. You had to be in that awkward situation. You had to put yourself in that. So it was a mental thing. It was you walking it out, taking those thoughts and put them into action. And then it became a reality. So for you to physically cheat, you got to mentally think about it first. I'm sorry. It has to be in your head. Would you disagree? I would love to get the meal. Disagree. Okay, well, that's why men have a different perspective than women, because we don't even think the same. Cameron talking about hello, family. I'm laughing already.
Wake up and be like, what the world did I just do? Don't even realize or remember what he did. Not quote. So it has nothing to do with likeness. So I thought about liking this person.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the perspective of the man? Because I think that is
I don't know why that's a huge. We're talking about why women.
Oh, why women? Well, why do you think women cheat?
They're just greedy and curious.
Greed.
Curious.
Curiosity killed a cat, and satisfaction brought it back. That's what I heard.
Curious.
Curiosity killed the cat.
A lot of women downfall their curiosity.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see that down, so a lot of women give themselves to men out of curiosity.
And so you say you think women give themselves to men out of curiosity. Are you ready, Star? She's in the green room.
First of all, when Rondell said he worried about the strippers in the pandemic, I knew that was my cue to come on in, y'all. My baby hands down, baby. Yes, let's fight for they right. Where the GoFundMe at?
For real. We're going to call it P-Valley. We're going to call it GoFundMe at pvalley.com.
pvalley.com. I'm here for it, Chad. I'm on the couch later and bring my life today. So, glass of wine.
And it is the time.
Yeah.
So you hear this fella? He saw, you heard.
First of all, I heard him ask why cheat on their husband. You was just like, well, I can't. That was a good one though. You was right on.
I can't speak as a cheating wife. I can only imagine that something is lost. Good job.
Wink, wink. Wink, wink.
With my reality, but I am the soul coach, so I can definitely
on that. So can't nobody in this whole world say
in this whole world
in the last 20 years.
In the last 20 years,
ain't nobody touching nothing.
Not you touching it.
You good. So what you gonna tell these other little trafficking women that can't?
That can't what? Don't tell them that.
I would only tell them before you go searching around, get rid of the current owner.
Exactly.
If you don't like the owner that you have,
but who does that?
But you see, that's the problem because people should do that. It is okay if somebody is no longer for you. It is okay if you have outgrown them. It does not have to be a dramatic kind of thing. Nobody has to get broken. You could just say, listen, I thought this was what it was, and it's not what it is. And I'm not happy. So before I go out here and disrespect you in any way, I'd rather walk away from you because I feel like I need more. It's not a hard thing to do. See what I'm saying? The reason why people don't do stuff like that is because they selfish. See, the selfish part of you be like, I don't know if this is really where I want to be, but I don't want this motherfucker to be nowhere else. So I'm going to hold on and do me on the side and hope I get away with it while I figure out if this is what I want. No, that's selfish. Let me go out too. Because if you going out, say, listen, this ain't what it is. We're going to do our thing. If we end up back together, beautiful thing. But don't be so selfish as to hold on to something that you don't really want and block somebody else from getting their soulmate, they twin flame. You get what I'm saying? Like, people just selfish. Everybody's selfish. Ain't nobody selfless. That's the problem. See, that's why people dying out here. That's why women is running over dudes with their cars.
Oh my God.
Backing up, running, and then getting out the car and stomping on him. You see what I'm saying? Y'all keep playing with people's feelings, baby.
Baby.
Chill. Don't play with mine.
I think that is the bottom line. The bottom line is that we have got to be intentional with each other's feelings. Like, be honest about your expectations too.
Man,
right.
What do you mean?
Can't be honest.
You should be. That's the problem now.
I mean, you gotta be honest when it's. You gotta be honest when it's a broken thing. Not
men were honest with their women. Y'all.
See, but that's the whole thing. People look at you saying if men was honest with their women, like brutal. Like, how you mean honest?
Right.
It's ways you can do things.
Honest.
You could tell people the truth without hurting their feelings. Because ultimately, if you're not telling the truth, isn't that turmoil within yourself when you're not honest? When you can't be honest, don't you feel like drugged down inside? I know I do.
Well, you know, Wandale said Jody said it best. Jody, was it Jody and Baby Boy?
I lied to you because I love you, girl.
I know.
I know the lie
about your feelings.
Feelings. Oh yeah, no, don't care about my feelings.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, like, I'm trying to make sure I don't say the wrong.
Yeah, find the right words.
Right, because we know the right soul word. Coach. The soul coach turned into the soul boxer.
Right. Because then when we finished, I was like, "What you mean by that?" I was giving perspective. No, brother, you got to give your own.
For instance, this is what I mean.
Brother, you got to give
by
your
being
own.
honest. Like, a woman could be like, you know what, baby, I love you, but I still be having like urges to like I still want to do my thing on the side. Man, you can't tell your man that. That's being honest.
But the thing is, you should be able to.
I love you. I don't go nowhere else, but every now and then I might want to hear something different.
But you should be able to.
Caught up with something, but you can't tell a woman that.
But you should be able to. You want to tell? Let me tell you something. Here's something in my head that I learned. My daddy told me long time ago. My father said, "A nigga gonna cheat because that's what niggas do. But if he love you, you'll never find out about it. So if he put that shit in your face, he don't love you, and you need to leave that man alone, baby girl."
But why couldn't the man just be honest?
But that's what but the point I'm trying to say is he could have been honest. If you were type of man, but that's what I mean. See, because the problem is that you could be honest. You got to be honest with everybody until you find the one that's okay with you being honest with them. And then that's your partner.
So I'm supposed to get rid of the good woman because I got issues.
Then you're supposed to change your fucking issues, and that won't be the truth no more.
Now you got to. How do you get it straight? But in order to get something in shape, you got to work it out, and so that goes to that same idea. You got to be putting in the work. If you have issues, if you have problems, those are the areas that you got to consciously work on. But you cannot fix what people don't accept is broken. So
acknowledge.
That's why honesty is important, because either way, the thinking that you're not sharing, that thinking that you're holding it on, will create a bigger problem.
I respect all vegans. I think all vegans are loyal people. Because you can stop eating meat.
cauliflower chicken wings.
You can be with one person.
Cauliflower boneless chicken.
Listen, they got the mindset and the mind frame. They can be with one person.
I mean, I think event.
But you a vegan nigga? Because I hear what you talking back there. I hear right down in the background trying to start a fight. But I have a question though.
But listen, I've learned in this season to
ignore him.
Ignore. Because God wants to know,
if you don't,
am I going to react,
or
am I going to
thing every day? Man,
I need to only hear what I need to hear.
But here's my question, right? What if you was honest with your girl and said, I want to sleep with other people sometimes, I don't know why, and then she said, well, why? Like, what makes you feel that way? What are you missing, dude? What if I wear a wig? What if I let you pick me up at the bar? What if you get what I'm saying? Do we need to spice things up? Like, what you need? You get what I'm saying? And then wait, you see how that starts an open dialogue, a communication? Because now she's hearing the truth. It might hurt her feelings at first. She might feel a little stung by it. But you're gonna have to respect the truth. You got to. Well, I don't know how other people built. I'm built different, I guess. Because I feel like, I mean,
I don't respect the truth.
If you want to sleep with other people, you get what I'm saying? Like, tell me. So at least I know what's up. At least I can make a choice. At least I can say, well, I'm cool with it, or I'm not cool with it. And I have a choice to walk away rather than finding out that you out here sleeping with other people.
Well, see, I
definitely feel like I need to make a decision for myself.
They don't want, I'm saying we, not we. I'm saying they don't want you to walk away though. What about the people that don't want you to walk away? So why would they get rich?
But that's the point right there. Just because what you don't get to decide what you want for me.
But you don't
decide what I want.
It's for them. Like, she's for me. I'm not, why would I fuck up my shit with her? Why would I fuck up a good woman? That doesn't make, by telling the truth, that doesn't make sense.
But you're gonna fuck up a good woman when you get caught cheating.
Who?
And that's gonna be
because if you really love them, you'll never get caught. You're not gonna put it in your face.
You're not, but but that's the other thing about that. But I said that's what my daddy said. But let me tell you something else about my daddy. He drank a lot. So I think he might have twisted up some shit because realistically, they also say what's done in the dark come to the light. And the problem is that we not in the
And I think that's it. That's the key. The key is you get the courage to be honest, because nothing is worse than somebody hearing about something, you having to pick up your face, you having to be exposed to that. So it's really about honoring, like you were saying, that whole idea, that ideology, like what you don't know is not really respect or honor, but what it does is it does leave room for that moment to come full circle. It does leave room for it to become an issue because you didn't address it. The only reason why you don't address the mistakes is because you have fear.
Right.
You're not courageous enough to say, this is what I've done. This is you wasn't courageous enough to say you had a problem. You didn't have enough courage to say that you are attracted to somebody else. You didn't have a courage enough to say that you made the mistake. You didn't have a courage enough to say that I apologize.
Why does that have to be courage?
Because
what are you doing?
It is
because it is courage.
No, so you lost consciousness when it benefited you, but you became conscious when it didn't.
Meaning that they're conscious enough to know that you can't handle this truth that they hold.
But
that's the thing. You don't know that I can't handle it.
The thing is that a truth is only truth when you make it a reality. So you mean your consciousness was
right? Because you just didn't want it right.
You know,
and then it's really that you can't be honest with yourself. Because the honest part about it is that if you can't give up sleeping with other women, then you're not really where you're supposed to be.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because where you're supposed to be, y'all gonna link naturally. So giving up other women is not gonna be an issue. Because that's something you're willing to sacrifice for that person. Because you would know off rip. Because women tell you off rip, I do not do cheating. That's what I don't tolerate. That's one thing I don't tolerate. So you know off rip. So you know what somebody not gonna tolerate, so you're not gonna put them through it. And the messed up part is that,
or you're gonna lie to them because you know they're deal breakers.
All women say that.
All say what? I don't put up with. No, all women don't say that.
Long as you got a job, I don't care if you're a hoes.
Here's the whole thing: if you carrying on a relationship with another woman who know you got a girl, She never said to you, I don't tolerate cheating. And the problem is that when y'all go out and y'all say, oh, I want to sleep with random people, you don't sleep with just have a one night stand. Y'all start texting and having connection. So most of the time, your girlfriend finding out because the side bitch done call her. Because the side chick know everything.
Video. They sending
so
video.
Your girlfriend don't know nothing. Your side chick know everything. And the one that you love, the one that you claim you love is in the dark. The one that you acting like, oh, I'm just going sliding over here because I just want to do it to her. She know everything. She know she ain't your main girl. She know when your girlfriend pissed her off. She know when you didn't like dinner. She know when she didn't get you what you wanted for your birthday. She know when she started an argument because she was in a bad mood. She PMSing. She on her period. I can't whoop. Oh, I'm coming over. Side chick know everything. Girlfriend know nothing. And that's where the problem comes in at.
Right.
You honest with somebody. You're just not honest with me.
Right.
Don't tell me you can't be honest.
First of all, how you gonna be honest about a secret? The side chick.
I cannot deal with your husband, bro.
What's going on is the side chicks are getting out of pocket.
Yeah, because y'all ain't our grandfather.
Because if you truly love someone, you should be honest with her. Then you both can decide what kind of relationship
you both will have. Thank you. First of all, y'all not our grandparents.
You know, do with what you need. I don't know what you need to have. I know what I need to have.
Oh, you're gonna get beat up tonight.
I'm not gonna tell you my faults and run you away when I know it's a good thing.
Hey, lady, hey, queen.
But you know, sometimes some people gotta just like get some stuff out their system. What if that's something that you just need to get out your system? You see, because maybe missing that person and not having that person will make you.
No, I'm gonna tell you like me.
I'm
the type of personality where if I really love a girl, know she's kind of hard. Say if I had HIV, I wouldn't even tell you after we was married.
All right, you know what? I feel like you need to put a disclaimer underneath this that says,
"What do you do with dealing with people like that?
You don't deal with them." But you know what? To be completely honest, people like that who really think like that, you feel them. You feel that something is not right with them. You have certain conversations with them that let you know kind of where their head is. And maybe the sex is good, or y'all maybe laugh and joke a lot together, so you don't want to admit that person is not for you. So you're gonna drag yourself through the mud a little bit just to get a little bit of their energy, because even though they thought head is not where it should be, the person that they still a good person. You get what I'm saying? Ignorance is bliss.
And that's the key.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
That everybody don't fit in relationship, and that's the honest part. And those are the conversations that people don't have. And so they go, we would have given 20 years and we broke up. Why? How does that happen? How do you nurture something for 20 years and it breaks up? Because you wasn't nurturing it. You were just in the garden. You were just
quiet, watching.
But that's not necessarily, man. Listen, you can be in something for 20 years, love it the whole 20 years, and just be like,
and just wake up one day and
this ain't it no more.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
I think that could happen.
It was not becoming it all the time. You don't just wake up one day and say, this ain't it.
Well, you know, my wake up
full time. They were checking off the list.
Yeah, my wake up in the garden happens way before 20 years, but I get it.
After 20 years and say this is not it, it's because during all of those years, they were checking something else off the box. They were saying, well, this slap. Because let me tell you something, you have your pros and your cons, and when the pros when the cons outweigh the pros, then you woke up. You didn't wake up like that. You married that person. You saw your life with them. You dreamed of it. You believed, because a dream is something that you believe you can create. Somewhere along the line, you realize that dream I had to create is not creating. That I imagine is not here. And that's when you start this
or the person started to, I don't know, stop washing their ass.
No. like the damn, what's the movie?
Oh my God.
Left and then he came back and wrote a check anyway. That's what I'm saying. After how many years she was
I don't want to lose my voice.
That's it.
I don't want to lose
she
my
said
voice.
That's it.
So
then when he got that money, a whole damn attitude change. You know what?
No. Oh my God.
No.
Wait, what Tyler Perry movie was that?
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Wait, what movie is he referring to?
You had to have seen it. Where what's your girl?
I thought he was talking about Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
No,
when he dragged his wife through the house.
He had gave all her money to him for his dream, and then he cheated.
Oh yes, are you talking about? Oh yes, with Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah, but you know that was her fault.
There, I am. When we do our couples conference, that is on one of those nights. We're gonna have to watch that movie because the next day we need a conversation because I think that movie created so many different perspectives.
I think
I was able to see both sides. Of course, I could see more on her side because
I couldn't.
I saw it so different.
I couldn't see more on her side. From the time she ran through that trailer and she ended up in the hospital, I felt like he stayed with her because he felt bad. He felt like he was the cause of her ending up in that position. That's how I felt.
And that's what.
And then I felt like, yes, like she was holding him down. And I feel like on that spectrum, that was hard. You get what I'm saying? Because he really was chasing his dreams. Yeah, he was. But I feel like when he got on, because she was so adamant about it being over, he took care of her house. He brought the house back. He put money in her pocket.
Yeah.
She had y'all think money.
She killed her. No. Again, I don't think money. But what I do think is, if you let me go, right? You let me go. You can't be mad where I end up.
No.
You let me go.
Yeah.
You could have fought a little harder if this is really what you wanted. Right. You played your hand. You rolled the dice.
But you know what?
And it didn't come back. You didn't win.
She spent 20 years with him.
She said,
but what was he supposed to do?
Wait. We go back to people breaking you, and now you're not responsible if somebody else broke me. But you're daggone sure responsible if you broke me. And so I would have had a different perspective had he not been the one who lied. Had he not been the one who was with that same woman, with the same woman who no longer was able to see her life.
Wait. Come on, wait, stop.
With the same woman who actually.
But again, her fault. Her fault. When he started hanging out with that girl, it was nothing intimate at all.
No. I'm not talking about what I'm saying. The problem in a lot of our relationships is because we are stuck on what we remember, not what we see. Because at the end of the day, because she found that thing in that room for a lie, because he snuck and said that she wouldn't understand the meeting, he allowed that distrust to come in. Because that is a whole that it wasn't my ex-boyfriend who did this, and you know my story, so you hold it different. It was you that broke this. It was you.
And I get that, but who is responsible for your healing? You or me? I thought you're responsible for your own healing.
Huh?
Like what the freak?
No,
that was her.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he ain't like love her because when he thought that he had cheated, when she had followed him through, or he didn't owe her nothing. But if he loved her, he would have came back like, I got all this stuff. I want you back. You supported me. I told you what I was gonna be. He didn't bring none of that speech. She would have took him back. She took him back after everything. So you mean to tell me? She wouldn't have believed, like, finally, because she made a mistake of worrying about everything, even though she believed in him, she loved him. But when that last thing came, it didn't matter what they said. The minute that thing came in, when she found out that she was back in there, he opened up a wound. She was fighting to the end. She put a house on the line. She kept on, even when she was in her feelings, waking up when he was still chasing his dream, and everybody was giving her hell. She had nothing to co-sign it for. This is my man. But when that receipt came in, he opened up a wound that went way back. So the lane that I gave you, when I trusted you with myself, you messed that up. Now she went psycho, she went berserk. What I'm saying is that because everybody can't do that personal healing. Everybody.
That's what I'm saying. I understand the frustration.
But I'm saying he destroyed her.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I understand the frustration and I understand the hurt. And this is why I always say it's so important that when you're dealing with a certain type of person in a relationship, you make sure you got your foot in.
I like that comment. But if you in a relationship and he lying, you can't heal. That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, it's important for us to realize where we are in ourselves. You can't make nobody responsible for your healing. Now, I get the pain and the hurt, but I don't get the extent in which she took it to, because I feel like, and I tell people this all the time, and like I say, you got to know you got your foot in. If you're dealing with somebody and they constantly cheating or they constantly lying, you get what I'm saying? And you feel like, oh, I'm going to keep on dealing with it. If you're dealing with somebody chasing their dreams and you paying all the bills and you feel like I'm going to keep on dealing with it, the minute that it makes you start feeling shaky, you're more concerned about how it's going to look to them. Like, oh, he's going to feel like I'm not supporting him if I tell him I just can't do this no more. Oh, his family going to have something to say, this, that, and the third. And it's just kind of like, you got to do what's best for you. Because if you continue to not do what's best for you and do what's best for somebody else, when the outcome don't go the way you wanted it to, you got to be stable enough within yourself to be stable within yourself.
A lot of us aren't stable enough and we react and we're emotional.
Exactly.
And so being the emotional person I know myself to be, I can understand just how much, because at the end of the day, she believed that she was the dream and the dream was the dream. And so because he put her in the dream and made her seem like she was the dream, when he copied and pasted somebody else, it just was a reality check for her for the mistakes that she made by staying past that day.
That point, right.
That moment.
And so she lost it.
That breakdown was always about, I should have listened to my gut. I should have listened to my instinct. So that breakdown is always because you didn't have the courage to say, the hell with anybody else, I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna put my thing.
It wasn't even walking away. If she didn't put, if her family, she listened to her family.
Yeah.
And then look what happened. Her family calling him like she crazy.
Yeah.
She about to lose it. She coming after y'all. You get what I'm saying? Her sisters, who was hating from the very beginning.
Yeah, I think that the moment you know what I'm saying? When he took her out of the plan, and it was that person. I think it was the person. Sometimes I think the person really, because irregardless if it was not that girl's fault.
It wasn't.
And the way it played out from our perspective, it was perfect. But how many flies are on the wall?
Yeah.
If somebody came to you that did it, oh yeah, I ain't tell you about the wallet because you wouldn't understand. How many of us is like, yeah, I understand that I don't understand? That ain't never how the conversation go. But what it taught us as women, that's why I said I love watching that movie, because you don't always get to see the other perspective. You don't always get to see how crazy we are being in the moment because of a past
experience. Yeah.
We hold when we move past. So you just got the evidence that you forgave, but you really still was holding on to a certain part of it that came back to surface in that moment. So I think that, I mean, it's really key. I think that movie is one of Tyler Perry's best work.
Yes, I forgot that was a Tyler Perry movie.
I think it was so I think groundbreaking in relationship and perspective and old scars on healing, real courage, right? Really saying like, this is my man, and I don't care what y'all say, I'm gonna ride him out till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, but he could have went to work too. He, even if he was chasing his dream, he could have worked part-time somewhere, at least pay for the groceries, at least just the groceries. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
So like, much, and at the last
got comfortable, but you know what? I feel like he also felt like she had it too. The house was paid for. Her mother left her the house. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, this house is paid for. Like, you know, people see stuff like that and they automatically assume that there's money.
No, he knew the financial situation.
Right, because the minute she bought him that car, that's why she rammed into him. She bought him the car. He didn't answer the phone for a week. You buy somebody a burger. You know how I got you? She bought him a whole car and was like, honey, if they think they getting something for us for taking us to dinner, what you thought she was getting for that car? A real relationship.
Yeah.
You got to be sleeping with somebody else. After I don't just buy nobody no car now. If a dinner means
hold on.
surely a
I
car.
think, hold on, wait, whoa. I think I might have went and got popcorn during that part. Now that you mentioned the car thing, I changed my story. He was using her ass.
I mean,
Nah.
how I buy you a car, you and we all together, you think
you're trying to listen, man. Either you there to help a motherfucker with their dreams or you ain't. You just did help them just like this. Like what? She's just supposed to help them for. Is it a limit to where she's supposed to help them?
No, it's a partnership.
And then they married.
Hmm?
So I mean,
so he should have gotten to go to work. He should do nothing. He would for 20 years. He should have said to her 8
She should have helped him follow his dreams.
She did, and that's what happened.
She quit.
No, she didn't quit. They lost the house.
That's a prime example.
What was the last straw?
It was rigged.
Rondell, he had to go back to get the house. All he had to do was show up. He went from me. No, you don't understand the moment she was in the house
she was
that
right
she put
next
on.
To her blessing.
The only thing that she
walked
got
away from it. She was right next to it. After 40 years, 39 years, she was right next to her blessing, and she walked away. She quit. She quit. She quit.
Yeah, I mean, I would have quit too at that point. I mean, and then when he gave me, to be honest,
that's what I'm saying. Where you could be
when he gave me the money,
say, you know what? I don't want to do
that. No, something happened. No. She didn't just walk and say, "I ain't gonna be here."
But what I'm saying is, like, I would have
got that letter.
It never worked.
She got that letter, but she was
I mean, I'd have quit too. I'd have took the money.
She didn't never care about the money. The only thing she cared about was another woman, period.
But there was no another woman.
Until there was. Until her phone was. What are you talking about? Did you not watch the movie?
Yeah, I watched the movie.
Okay, he had lunch. He accidentally left her phone.
She left her wallet.
Okay. And then somebody else told her.
That was the devil.
Her sisters.
That was the devil. That was the devil.
Listen to her sisters, more devils.
Honestly, I would have took the money. I would have left him. And when he sent the money and paid my house off, I'd have been like, I appreciate you. I mean, I'd have been hurt that he married somebody else. Like, damn, I fucked up.
Why? You ain't want to be there. Why are you?
Hold on. Did you miss what I said? Wait, whoa. Did you hear what I said? I'm not talking about her. I said I would have been saying to myself, damn, I fucked up by leaving. I would have been mad at myself. You know what I mean? I'd have been in the mirror like, damn, you got $5 million in the bank, but damn, you could have had more. You already knew that body. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you was getting from him. I mean, I'd have been in my feelings, but I think a good pair of Fendi boots and like a jacket, the Fendi fur with all the different patch colors, I would have felt better.
Who suit you borrowing? You playing from?
Why he remember? Why does he remember the lines?
Because y'all, how many times did y'all watch it?
It's him knowing the lines for me.
Man, playing that man.
I mean, but I'm just saying that is just the evidence of conversations.
Then she made it. Now she want to cuss her sister.
But you know what? I want to go back.
But you know she died, right? She died.
Until they brought her evidence.
You need to worry about your.
This is what he's missing. This is what you're missing. What you're missing is the whole time she went to war with them for him until they was able to show in her face what she did not know. See, now if he had came home and said, "I had to have meeting with us. I know such and such is in a position. This is our last chance, and we met, and she's in position." And what I'm saying is that idea left you with no grounding. That idea allowed somebody else to come in and snatch your heart out. When you love somebody, are you listening to me?
No, I think that the part we're not focusing on. I think the part that we're not focusing on.
Some crazy fools that are pet alligator tongue.
He owed her that much.
The part that we're not. Hold on. The part we're not focusing on is the part that she died in the end. She died.
Yeah, she died.
She died. So that was the blessing right there. Don't let your emotions kill your ass. Don't let your emotions get the best of you till you die. Because guess what? If this is a real life situation, ain't nobody talking about her story no more because she dead. She cannot help no other woman. She cannot tell women, oh, stick with him through his dream or don't stick with him because she's dead. She died in the end.
That's how women. See that? You know
that's what happened.
My dad be trying to rob me up, but I won't do it. I'm in my zen.
because they want more, but they don't want to give up nothing.
I'm in a new season
That's
in
why
my life.
women cheat. They want more and don't want to give up.
She gave up. Okay, Rondell. Now you.
What I say?
So he comes to be the other perspective so that there can be.
Got it?
That's the difference.
Did he say they want? He said they want more.
Women looking for help, men looking for love.
That's the difference.
That nigga. First of all, in this story, we talking about that nigga was looking for help because she ain't need no help. She was helping his ass. Okay, he was sitting home all day screwing light bulbs into batteries. Okay, her ass was out there getting to the bag, putting her house up on the market. But again, ladies, don't let your emotions get the best of you that you die, because she died.
Yeah.
Do not let nobody take your emotions to a place where you could put yourself in a position to lose your life. Don't run up on him in some chick.
We'll go to jail.
You don't know that chick.
But you know what? She had a different story too. She had nothing to lose. She didn't have family. Like, these are different issues.
Never had nothing to
never
lose.
Had kids. She wasn't able to have anything. Like, he left her with nothing. And at the end of the day, who's marrying though? The older man is getting the woman. So let's talk about real things. Let's talk about the fact that she's in her 40s with no kids. With no
people.
But she chose that. That's her choice.
I'm just saying. Let's be honest. She was so emotional.
But that's another thing. Her family was so focused on him, and they didn't focus on her, because they supposed to sit her down and tell her, "This is baby girl. You got to take responsibility." Because you can't have kids right now because listen. First of all, they was telling Crazy something when they was telling her to leave them. He a bum. Oh, he doing this. Oh, he in the truck when they showed up at her house. Wait. Oh, you gonna lose mama house? They could tell her something, but her emotions killed her from the beginning. Her emotions was the reason why she couldn't have kids. Because she drove that truck through that thing. So it's a point where you let your life spiral out of control.
Okay, so this is my question. In that moment, he chose to stay with her, knowing how crazy she was.
That's love, pressure. See how a man got
love?
See,
this is conversation I cannot do.
You're a man. You gonna go?
I cannot do it with Rondell. I cannot do it with him. First of all, that's not love.
Wilding in the van and it's over.
No, come on. We could tell him too. He sees some opportunity there.
That man, he stayed. That's what I'm saying.
He sees some opportunity.
Yeah, you need to watch that again, because let me tell you, that is one for the books right there. That is going to give you plenty.
He was a little bit of an opponist. She had brought him a car already. You get what I'm saying?
A woman don't got no business buying a grown man a car, luxury, expensive cars and gifts. You don't do that. That's the man's job to buy the gifts.
Well, that's right.
I mean, she made a big mistake.
That's right. That's why you rate that. See,
she paid his college to it. Like she fell in love. She must have been a virgin. She was a virgin, wasn't she? A virgin?
No, because she had a boyfriend.
Oh.
No, but I don't know. But that's whatever she learned growing up that made her think that's what how she would like. It was okay for her to do that kind of stuff.
And like you said, it's always roots to everything. There's a reason why she was okay with.
The reason why she tried to kill that man?
They didn't. The mother didn't.
No, you know what the reason is? What most people got. If I buy you something, then
you owe
I have a say. You owe me. So that's what her reasoning was. You owe me. I own you.
And that's the problem.
Right.
Man can never owe a woman.
You should listen, and I think that's what happened. Part of
you're a man, I had you owe a woman something like child support, something like that. Pay your damn bill, man. Shouldn't be on no damn woman now.
I agree.
Do that commercial.
Yes, I agree. Go ahead, Chef Ron. Because I know it's some niggas that owe me. A nigga that owe me right now. What nigga owe me right now? Tell it.
That's crazy.
Do the PSA. so I can get my shit.
No, baby. But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, you know me now, baby.
Yo.
But guess what? Y'all will be talking about me like a Tyler Perry movie around here.
We know.
She lose her whole religion.
I remember that strip club night when you ran in that garage. We know.
No.
We know.
You go to the strip club, you're going to die tonight.
Right. So that's why I jumped on when Rondell said, well, the strippers ain't working because of COVID. To this day, I don't know why men are endangering themselves in the strip club right now.
What they supposed to do about their business?
If that ain't a too close for comfort,
you know what? You mean what during coronavirus or period? Because I am all for a dude going to the strip club because I own a pole and I know the work it take to do what they be doing. I'm not doing that on a regular basis for a dude. And if he already used to being in the strip club.
She just said because she don't want, because first of all,
I'm okay with him being in the strip
fantasy,
club.
honey. That ain't your fantasy, honey. That ain't nobody from no pole.
That's just extra work. And I'm not about to be out here. I do not got Meg Thee Stallion knees. Okay, I'm 37. I can't do it. Go to the strip club. Let them young girls pop and lock. I know one thing. I know what time that strip club closed. Yes. When you're supposed
you know
to be.
What time it closed, you better be
you
home.
can throw them
you
dollars.
Know she stopped. She
but that energy you get if you get on
even if you gotta stop and get a sandwich.
I save my energy for the end result, not the whole in between. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for you when you get here, but I'm not about to be.
To each his own. I just think that I just believe that it's no place for a grown man.
Well, you got to be grown to get in there, but I feel you coming from. Not every day.
What is grown? What is a grown man?
Right, 21. I mean, you got to be.
What do you say? When I was a kid,
I did kid shit.
I did kid shit, but when I was an adult, you know, you age out of things. I just think that the new generation, the old generation, need to make the room for the new generation to make the mistakes that the old cats made already. But you can't be in the old doing old stuff your whole life, like you know.
Yeah, I agree.
So there was a time where that mattered. But when you in there with your daughter's age kids, and it's time to go. So it's like you gotta grow up, you gotta age out, you gotta graduate. And so at what point do you recognize with the world? You know, enough is enough. So I mean, in the time when you're in your prime and that's what you do, that's cool. But older people it comes
I get you. I hear you.
Enough is enough. I'm even talking about the club, like.
Oh yeah, nightclubs. I haven't been.
Graduate out. I can only talk my perspective. Some people speak of other people.
The way that you feel.
I didn't say you.
Yeah, here's another perspective. I'm okay with strip club.
No. I'm just giving my perspective.
I know. That's why I say Rondell said that's you, but I say here's another one. I'm okay with it.
Right.
She's just saying she not. I get it, but she never been.
I ain't never
21.
It don't matter if I was 20, 50, 30, 40.
She has never been okay with that.
No person that go. I know I'm just hating on my person if they try.
Right, Rondell. We couldn't even go.
I don't care about no other person in the world. Be great.
Right. Rondell, we couldn't even, how old was I? We couldn't even go eat crab legs. What was I, 23, 22, 23? So that's how long she wasn't here for it.
Yeah. Listen, we 40 now. Like 20 years later, still not trying to hear it.
Right.
Wait, you're not over there by now? Clearly not in the conversation. He's been deprived, and that's okay. I have saved him from himself.
Damn.
It is going in my rearview mirror.
See, here he go about to start another fight.
Back there in the rearview mirror.
Here he go about to start another fight.
But that's why we have conversations, because
now you know what you not.
Yeah. You knew how I felt. No, I'm gonna say, did you not give a damn what I said? And it makes life easier. We're not beating ourselves up about conversations that never got had, which is why we
Exactly.
made it this long, because there is nothing that we're not going to have a conversation about. Whether we are
Exactly.
yelling and screaming, whether we are hearing each other, whether we are understanding, overstanding, or don't even give a damn. If the words are going to find its way out, and it's going to find its way where it needs to be. And eventually you'll hear it. Tomorrow you'll hear it. Next year you may hear it, but it's because we don't have the proper conversations why we have those problems in relationships. Whether it is the strip club, whether it is cleaning the laundry, whether it is taking out the trash, whether it is saying that you hear me, is making sure that if we're trying to develop and we're trying to build these relationships, then we got to put them out. We got to really do the work. We got to really have the conversations that we don't want to have. We don't want to assume. We don't want to take each other for granted. We got to be
exactly.
Say is real talk, and nothing is perfect. Everything is imperfect actions that become a perfect thing, and that's all.
Exactly.
It's hard. You make it do what it do, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Yep, for sure.
So let me tell you.
Wow.
What are we in? 18 years? Year 18 is way easier than year 5, year 6, year 7. Like it becomes to me. Oh, okay.
Oh God. See?
To him. What part of our 20 years do you think was the most smoothest for you? Yeah. From 2020 to 2020.
First 2 weeks.
Says the guy that was climbing through my window.
Okay, and we will make them
2 weeks, but I'll let you tell it. I said that was your best part, the first 2 weeks when it was new and fresh.
The first couple of years, man, you didn't give me no problem. You didn't give me no lip.
No lip.
You living good. Then you tricked me.
I tricked him.
I have all these kids.
All these kids. Yo, he back there complaining. I would fight him.
Let me tell you what we
but that's why it's somebody for everybody, because I would be Taraji P. Henson on Rondell ass. Okay.
You know, we start having all these kids, and guess what? Then we had kids. So you can't just pick up and go. I don't have kids. We have kids. We are pregnant. We got to go to every appointment. I don't just have to go to every appointment. We got to go to every appointment. And it just became our thing. So now it's like, they used to say, God, leave Rondell, you always got your wife. I said, well, he likes me. We hang out. That's what we do.
No, that's right. When you like your best friend.
It's cool. Listen, don't even bother. I said, because he needs somebody who's going to keep him company on a ride there and back.
Right, honey. Won't be in no strip clubs over here.
Listen, if Rondell don't go and blame it on me, he a liar. He didn't want to go. He go wherever he want to go when he want to go. If he don't want to go, he gonna blame it on me. It ain't me.
He said I can't go, man.
He said I can't go, man.
He said I can't go, man.
They're like, oh, no, they just assume. They don't know he tired. He get there, I look down at him, I'm like, oh, he ain't got his shoes or his socks on. Oh, that's it. He ain't going. Phone ringing, he looking, it's too far. When the phone is too far to see who calling, he ain't going. So I be telling him, you're aging out. It's just what it is.
That's what it is. Time to do what he's doing right now.
And look, that's what he looks like. This is the 40 and better year old Rondell. The 41 year, Rondell's about to be 42. Just imagine. That 2-year-old,
not there.
Makes a happy life.
Period, Pooh.
But a happy man will do all he can.
Hey!
Bar.
Well, there you have it.
On your birthday, your ex sends you $5,000 as a birthday gift. Your current girl or boyfriend or whatever says return it. What do you do?
Ask that nigga for $5 racks.
With that question, put it. And then, for anybody who hears this replay, please put the answer in the box. Question again?
On your birthday, your ex
no.
$5,000 as a birthday gift. Your current boyfriend, husband, wife, or girlfriend, whatever she is to you, or girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, wife, whatever. They say return it. What do you do?
I mean,
Well, you just need to be honest. Nope. Especially when you know that these chicks done send me $5,000. I'm gonna spend it on her though. Matter of fact, I'm talking about you. Spend a little couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no harm, no foul. I ain't do nothing. I ain't did nothing.
Yo, honestly.
The chick be like, yeah, I don't know why they booed up on Facebook. These couples is funny.
Hey, screenshot of his cash app.
I just sent at Ronell $5,000. What? We did what? Wait a minute. What?
And that's when the conversation goes.
That is where it's gonna get hard. Right
when they ask you with the screenshot, is that his cash app name?
You should get $5,000, people.
And you telling me? So you telling me you gave me? Listen, you
got $5,000. You can do nothing. That's what you gonna tell.
You do nothing for that $5,000.
And tell me.
Oh, bitches just giving out $5,000 now.
You ain't talked to her in 20 years. That's what you telling me? 20 years. I ain't had one text conversation, no Facebook likes, no nothing.
This guy.
$5,000.
Yeah, nobody believes that.
See how it is when people start sending me $5,000, and then we gonna see. And then we gonna see.
What?
I mean, I gotta see how you spending that 5 racks too. If I find out you got 5 racks and you got me like
no, that's what you just said. When you find out and you realize he only gave you $100.
Oh yeah, that's when we fight.
That's when it gets. That's when it goes bad.
Well, that's kind of now y'all going too far, man. He can't give you the money that the ex gave.
He shouldn't take it then.
What?
Because if your ex gave you money, she gave us money. You supposed to be like, "Bae, yo, this
money
gave me $5,000.
Us money that I'm going to spend when I send that bill.
See what I'm saying? That's why I can't deal with Rondell. I want y'all to know out in Facebook land, all this crap Rondell is talking right now is not reality. He's obviously speaking from somebody else's perspective because he would not move in this way. And the views and opinions of Rondell do not reflect the views and opinion of this page's owner. Disclaimer, okay?
You need to just give. Rondell said, "You be at, why you always down?" I was like, "What? Is that what you said?" And I just give the perspective of the world. I said, "No, you gotta give the perspective. No, don't have to hear different perspectives, but you do, and it's real." Because we all think different, and I think we'll grow so much more with one another when we have real conversation. Everything is not holy. We have real life problems from day to day.
Right.
You have a real life conversations, real life situation. We are both fire signs, for God's sakes. Okay, so it's about really realizing that.
Some people just shut up and let their man be a man.
Shut up.
When women do that, we shut up.
I'm guilty of not shutting up. I can agree.
Right. See, when we start letting y'all vote and all that stuff, that's when the word.
Oh, see, now you're going too far. This is what I'm saying right there. Sit your ass down.
Disclaimer again.
Right, again. The views and opinion of Rondell do not reflect the views and opinions of this page's owner.
Disclaimer.
I'm telling you, you gotta.
Now y'all want to be the vice president.
You gotta put a line, a thing that comes across the bottom.
You run the free world. Who gonna watch the kids?
You talking about something? Now y'all want to be the vice president of the United States. You want the free world? Who gonna watch the kids?
Who gonna watch the kids?
Rondell always acting.
All right, see.
She works. She at work.
Yeah, just go on and type up for next Friday with him. That come across the bottom of the screen so that you don't have no liability for the foolishness. So you are not liable, okay? Just like how they be like, I do not own the rights to this music.
I do not own the rights to these opinions.
No,
you stay on Facebook reading memes all day.
Do not co-sign that foolishness.
But yes, this has been a quick, fun hour.
Wow, it has
On
been.
Fridays, I want to make it just more fun, chillax, because nobody is worried about Fridays. We call it Friday, TGIF. So that need for a power up on a Friday, I don't even be in that zone. So
For
it's
real.
about celebrating, having real conversations, figuring out real ways to really talk about the fun stuff, talk about the real stuff, talk about the growing stuff, talk about what it took for us to get to where we get to, real issues, what we're growing to, real testimonies, what it takes to be great, to get to wherever that we are, but most importantly, to bring your magic to everything. And no matter
Everything.
what relationship you're in, whatever business you're in, whatever role you are a part of, it is essential that you bring your magic. And so, as a matter of fact, let's pull a card real quick because while it is Friday, we still need an I am. And so we talk about relationships, we talk about strip clubs, we talked about letting go. Now we're just gonna figure out what is the I am real quick before we end out. Cards down. So right now, God, we didn't have a fun time because God, you are over all things, whether it is positive, whether it is fulfilling, whether it is draining, whatever it is taking us closer to whatever it is we need to become. And so in the essence of keeping it real, keeping it 100, really being in our lane, we want an I am to get us through the weekend. So what I am will you give us? The I am for today is I am fearless. Did we not talk about fearlessness?
We sure did.
Having the courage
To tell
and
the truth.
at the end of the day, is that not exactly what God needs us to know? That in our relationships, in order to become your magic, you got to become fearless. You got to become fearless enough to be confident enough to have the conversation you need to have in order to ignite the magic that is you. And so it's a relay race, and somebody is relying on you to become fearless, to get the courage to have the hard conversations so you can improve your relationship, so that you can decide is, are we moving forward or are we stopping here and going in another direction? But I think what we owe ourselves is the responsibility of being honest in the moment. We owe ourselves the responsibility of keeping it fearless. And so this has been a great hour. This has become your magic power hour. Fridays is going to be the late night 9 p.m. where it is whatever conversation. I know you guys are not used to the 9 p.m., but I hope you catch the replay. In that replay, put I am fearless. And without further ado, remember you are tuned in and clocked in to the Become Your Magic Power Hour, where you find the moments to ignite all of those abracadabra things, those lessons that you learn in order for you to show up in your destiny. We love you. We want you to remember that you can never turn on anybody else's light, but you can provide enough light for them to find their switch. So it is your responsibility to stay in this world so that somebody can find their way out of the darkness. Thank you, Star, for jumping on last minute.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
we need that sassy perspective because you and my dad, you remember we used to have our show? Girl,
yes.
Off the chain. I was still me, and y'all was still y'all. And that's what makes it so great. Balance. That we all can bring something special to the room and make everybody get seen, heard, and responded to. And so once we collaborate,
yes,
impact on all levels. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Star, let them know what you got going on.
Oh yeah, yes, my hair butter is available at Empress Aesthetics 1 on Instagram. I'm doing pre-launch orders. Won't actually launch until December 1st. So after December 1st, every site will be up where you can just place your orders directly, like in and go straight through the web. Right now, we're still working on that. So if you want to order, it's Cash App. If you go to Empress Aesthetics 1 on Instagram, it'll have all the pricing and the products that is available currently. More products coming soon within the next 6 months. So be on the lookout. I'm here.
And she will be on here on Karen. I am fearless. Thank you for putting in. If you see the replay, put I am fearless. Put hashtag replay. Let us know what topics you want to hear on Fridays because it'll be an open forum. If you want to come on with your cocktail, with your tea, with your coffee, whatever it is that allows you to relax and share your truth, please join us and I'll send you the link and you can be a part of the live conversation. We love you. Thank you for tuning in on Karen. We'll see you guys later. And don't forget,
night
of those souls because I choose me. Hashtag no more excuses.
No more excuses.
You were born enough. Bye-bye, you guys.